I'm trying this again, and the phone is still acting very weird. I guess someone wants to see if my phone is acting weird, and it is. I can see my phone is not recording a video at the same speed as the audio. It reminds me of someone a long time ago who made a movie, and somebody in error set the recording speed at the wrong speed. And there was somebody else that we made a lot of work, doing a lot of physical labor to get the physical set going. And we filmed a video, and this person decided to keep the video and not release it. In the first case, I did suggest to the person, well, maybe they just need to re-record the audio using two audio recording machines, and replay it at one speed and then record it at the regular speed. This was ignored, but I'm not an audio engineer and have no idea if it would work or not. In the second case, the person was not able to. I don't know why they decided to waste everyone's time. Sometimes people think it's just not good enough. And then they decide, well, regardless of all the effort that was put into it, we're not going to release it even as a B movie. Then somebody wants to remind me that earlier today or yesterday, I made a video and I deleted it. Sometimes I look at these videos and it gets deleted, and the people who are not even participating, they're not talking, then they point out, oh, well, you did the exact same thing. In other words, I made a boring video and I deleted it instead of posting it on YouTube. I want to tell you the nature of these kind of beings. These kind of beings are called archons. These kind of beings are basically horrible, nasty, demonic beings. And what they do is they bother the hell out of you because that's all that they know how to do. And they will always pick upon you. They will go back into your records and hold them against you. But these shit demons know the truth, and that is whatever humans do that's kind of a mistake, it's because they were led that way by archons. Archons are fat controllers of humans. They get into humans' minds, and they basically lead humans to do whatever they do. Archons are thousands of years old. They are evil entities. They live in the lower astral, and that's a kind of a dream landscape. And what they do is they project themselves into our world. I don't want to tell you anything other than if some human is being weird or nasty, it's because behind the scenes is an archon who is sending horrible nightmares to this human. In other words, turning the human into a voodoo person. And it's very difficult when you're dealing with a voodoo person because, you know, what do you do when you've got a toxic person around you? I just want to let you know that basically the archons feel like they're the ones always being blamed for why they're so nasty. And they say, it's not us. It's somewhere along the line, something has possessed us to make us nasty too. So we have a whole pile of nasty that possesses archons in the lower astral, and a whole pile of nasty that possesses humans here on planet Earth. They say this is the reason why Jesus always said, forgive them because they don't know what they're doing. So, in my experience, I do this. I let it go. It doesn't make life any easier. It doesn't. When you see stupid things going on, it's like, fine, when are we going to get out of this place? When are they going to get out of that place where they're possessed by whatever it is? Sometimes we call it Wedico. It's just bad thought forms. I don't know when. I don't know when. I mean, Jesus was 2,000 years ago. 2,000 years later, we got the same issue here. According to Dr. Hawkins of Consciousness Research, it wasn't until 1987 at the Harmonic Concordance, which was an astrological setup in the sky that a bunch of people were following, and they decided, oh, we're going to have a mass meditation. So it wasn't the astrology that raised the consciousness of humanity. It was a bunch of people whose intention was to raise consciousness. So if you're got the idea that humans are tied to astrology, it's incorrect. There is nothing in astrology at all. Nothing. It's just sometimes humans do look at astrology and then use that as a marker when they're going to do something. And as far as, the precession of the equinoxes leading you to this particular time wave, or our sun going above the galactic plane and then down below the galactic plane in a sine wave having anything to do with consciousness? No. No, 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 no. The only thing that affects humans are power of intention. And most humans don't even know what to intend. Most humans just intend to get through another day. And I just read somebody else saying, oh, well, they astral project. They learned how to astral project, and they went and met some beings when they're astral projecting. They were saying the reasons that humans are stuck where they are is because they eat meat. And then these people it's all lies. It's like Dr. Hawkins of Consciousness Research said, the astral is an unending, it's infinite astral. He said, don't go there. And so someone learns how to astral project and they go there and they get this information. It's incorrect information. It's not what you want to follow. Dr. Hawkins said, you don't have much time. A human life is short, and you never know when something is going to happen and it's going to take you out early. So he said, don't waste any time. He said, pursue enlightenment, not astral projection. How do you pursue enlightenment? You gotta follow the enlightened masters. In other words, well, you could be a Buddhist, but Buddha was so many years ago and he wasn't speaking English. So the teachers of Buddhism have got thousands of years of teachings from humans who aren't even alive today. They spoke a different language. It was a different time. So don't go and pursue Buddhism. It's pretty much too difficult. I mean, I'm reading a book about Tibetan Buddhism, and then they want you to do mantrams that are either in Sanskrit, which is an ancient Hindu language from India, or in Tibetan. You don't know either of those languages. I listen to it and I'm like, I I tried to learn French when I was a kid and I couldn't do a very good job. I'm not good at learning languages and learning all these other things. No, it's a waste of time. If you want to learn how to go and advance your consciousness, read Dr. Hawkins. He was an American. English was his first language. He was very smart. He worked with Nobel Prize winners. He was a medical doctor, a psychiatrist. He was recognized by the South Korean government, Mother Teresa, as being someone who was a good teacher. His books are easy to read. There's videos you can watch of him for free on YouTube. And he doesn't want you to waste time taking drugs. No, not LSD, not DMT, not ibogaine, not magic mushrooms. No, 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 no. Not taking a bunch of courses from people, not small groups, listening to ascended master. No, no, not going to find a guru, not going to find some Baba someplace. No, 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 no. It's waste of time. He says, you don't have much time, so you better follow my path. And someone says, what if he's wrong? He's not wrong. He's not wrong because I followed his path and I know that I am making great progress. And I want to tell you, if you want to try other things, they don't get you very far. They don't. Someone keeps whispering Eckhart Tolle. He's not too bad, but he doesn't get you too far. He mostly tells you to meditate, which is good, but you need more than meditation. You need to understand the scale of human consciousness, because then you not got to figure out, where am I on the scale of human consciousness? And to figure that out, you need to learn to muscle test. And then you have to let go of all of the different traps. Dr. Hawkins talks about spiritual traps, and you can get hung up in spiritual traps. So he talks about them all. So if you go and read his books or watch his lectures or do both, and then follow his directions, you're going to get major progress. And the reason you want to go and pursue enlightenment is so that you can have a better life for yourself. And is it going to happen in this lifetime? I can't say for sure. For me, isn't my life any better? No, it's not. On a human level, no. Because this planet, Dr. Hawkins explains, is a place where you can decide. Because you have so many options of things you can do here. And even if you do pursue enlightenment, in other words, higher consciousness, you live on a planet that is full of horrible nightmare people that want to enslave you. So it might not get better in this lifetime, but everything you do that increases your consciousness, you get to keep. So when you kick the bucket, you're not going to be like deleted from existence. It's a lie. You go on. How do I know this? It's lots of different experiences, and some of them are with some of those things I said you don't need to do. All you have to do is keep working. Keep listening to Dr. Hawkins on his videos, and if you like to read, get his books and read his books. And if you want to listen to some Eckhart Tolle, you can. But I hear all kinds of people on YouTube that make themselves out to be a great teacher, and they're not. They send you in the wrong direction. They get caught up in current events on planet Earth. Dr. Hawkins doesn't talk about current events on planet Earth. He talks about what you need to do yourself. Getting caught up in politics is a waste of time. Getting talked about what's going on with extraterrestrials is a waste of time. Why do I make videos about extraterrestrials and QAnon and Trump? To get your interest. Because if you start watching me because of these other interests of yours, usually I get you. And I tell you, now that you've heard a little bit of information about this, I want you to read Dr. David R. Hawkins about enlightenment. I want you to meditate. I want you to let go of your ego. And if you follow that path, I want you to stop watching me because I do these videos as a service to others to get you hooked with the interest that you already have. And then I want you to change directions and go towards higher consciousness. I've told you everything you need to know in this video. Now I'm going to make a bunch of other videos on other subjects so I can try and attract people's attention again. And then I'll make another video like this that says, this is why I do what I do. I'm fishing for all of you. I'm fishing. I'm changing bait. Every different topic that I talk about is bait to get your eyes on my channel so that you get this particular lecture where I tell you, follow Dr. David R. Hawkins, follow enlightenment. Don't waste your time going and watching a bunch of other videos. Don't watch music videos. Don't waste your life. In fact, if you're an interest in music, in the higher realms, you can do all kinds of music and you won't have to have a Joe job. But you got to get yourself really on the path. And maybe then you'll do like me. You'll get yourself on the path of enlightenment, and then you'll find once you've let go of your ego that you're doing music, and then between sets you're saying, oh, by the way, have you heard of Dr. David R. Hawkins? Have you heard he's on YouTube? Have you heard about enlightenment? Have you heard about higher consciousness? Are you worried about reincarnating back on planet Earth? Do you want to know how, so you don't have to come back here? You can go to someplace better? This is how you do it. You got to raise your consciousness. That being said, please subscribe and share me out because maybe sometimes you're going to need a break from studying Dr. Hawkins. You can come back here and watch my lunatic asylum kind of videos because I do a lot of these ones that are just cuckoo. And I know they're cuckoo, but some people really like cuckoo.